welcome to Renovating Dad's House. So this is part 2. How are you feeling?
Right now, I'm feeling wobbly.
Wobbly.
Not lying down. I'm stable lying down. I get up off the wobbly.
If you missed the last episode, my dad is renovating an old house. The house was built in 1934, and, well, it's a little bit older than him, but, well, not by much. So health and age and, well, working as hard as he does has taken their toll, and he spent a few days in hospital. Yeah, and I'm not ashamed to say that I took advantage of his absence to get some stuff done that I don't think he would have otherwise necessarily approved of. Anyways, so let's take a look at what we've done and accomplished. Yeah, alright, so it's a little windy today. Boy, it is insanely windy today. Yikes. Holy man. Okay, let's get started here. Alright, so I am replacing the window frame that my father had installed, specifically because some of his framing I thought was just a little bit sketchy. As you can see, we put a 2x10 header in, just probably oversized. I think 2x8 would probably be fine. But yeah, he didn't take the stud along the window line all the way up to the ceiling. He just took it to this. No, you'll see a fail here. The casing on the windows we bought is for a 2x6 window, a 2x6 wall. So, yeah, that's a bit of a fail. So there you go, new stud installed. I still need to back this. Do that tomorrow. Alright, so when I dropped my dad off at the hospital, well, this is what the inside of the house looked like. And, yeah, it's a little bit of a mess. So let's see if we can do something to tidy that up. Oh man, that was a really good joke. Let's see if we can milk it a little bit more. Okay, so here's where I left off yesterday. I took all of the siding, drywall, and old moldy material off the wall. I hung up the little solar panel system over there. And yeah, you can see it's yeah, just 2x4 construction, you know, 2 foot on center. Interestingly, if you look at this stud right there in the center, it is charred, and that is where the old fireplace was. So I assume that smoke was somehow getting either onto it or maybe heating up from maybe, I'm not sure, maybe the old chimney. Anyways, first things first, gotta clean up. Alright, so this is kind of the reason why I wanted to open up the walls there. Just because there was not really any waterproofing done to the house, and it's very old. So this is the old tar paper that lined the inside walls. And all of that white stuff you see there, that's all mold. Yeah. Alright, so I got some more floor sheeting in here. Yeah, I'm just burying the old hardwood. My problem is, well, first of all, a whole bunch of my dad's stuff is sitting in the corner, right? So he's got like a dresser, he's got, well, his computers over there, whatever. A bunch of his stuff, including his filing cabinet, is all over there in the corner. So that's got to get moved out. But I've also got my the access down to the crawl space right there too. That's going to be where our kitchen is. So I'm going to need to move that crawl space access. And I'm not entirely certain where the best place for it to go is. I think what the best thing for me to do is to move it right there, right into the center of view. There's a big beam right at the right-hand edge of that crawl space entrance. And I think the thing to do is to move the hole or the access point onto the other side of the beam, right into the center of the floor. Yeah, this is the problem with working around stuff. It's so much easier when you're just building from scratch and not working around anything. Unfortunately, that's just not the reality that I'm dealing with. I've got to work around stuff. Alright, so it's a new day. Been working over here. My dad's now back. He's rented a room with one of our neighbors. So at least he has a place to live. Anyway, so yeah, I am tearing the wall. The floor is mostly sheeted now. We're going to get out to right about there. And yeah, so this back wall, I am probably going to be rebuilding almost entirely. The wall's fine, but we're going to be replacing the landing that's out there. And yeah, so that's going to be happening next. So this is kind of funny. The wall here, well, this is the corner. And so how they finished this was they just literally ran all of the framing right into the corner wall. And instead of having like a corner piece, it was literally just held together by drywall. So yeah, no drywall backing whatsoever in the corner. Weird, huh? A little bit up there. Huh. Very weird.
Probably better just to buy new shingles.
I kind of thought so too. Would be kind of nice to save them, but
yeah. What time frame?
yeah. The lumber there is just very fragile, so has a tendency to fall apart at a moment's notice. Oh man, so fixing this wall, that is a lot of goop that's coming out of there. Whew. Oh man, my stomach doesn't feel good from eating all that.
All that shit?
Oh, gross. Huh. Look at this.
I'll take the skills and just cut this right up here.
Yeah. House is missing a wall. Oh no. All right. So this sill or floor plate where the wall was had a grand total of 0 nails attaching it to the floor.
Right. And despite that, it stayed in place.
And yeah, despite that, it stayed there. So we could have actually you could have literally just kicked the floor out,
Or
clicked the whole wall.
Tied to a car.
Yeah, if you'd attached it to any sort of vehicle, the whole wall would have popped out at any time because there was nothing holding it. And of course, it's in a little bit rough shape in some places. They stole your broom. Huh. this is where we left off yesterday. So, yeah, we knocked out this entire back wall on the house, mostly because it actually, well, there really wasn't much to it. All that was holding that entire wall up was 3 studs. And when we looked at the ground underneath, well, it was deteriorating. This part of the house had been sitting on just on the ground earlier because the beams below were not in position. So yeah, this had just kind of deteriorated this whole corner. Anyway, so we took it out. We have repaired the edge of the floor here. We have new joists underneath to replace the old ones that were in bad shape. And yeah, so now this part here is we're just going to replace the addition that was on the house. That'll show it. Alright, thanks for watching. Stay tuned if you want to find out what happens next on this little house. And other than that, take care. Bye-bye.